Hello, my name's Debbie Stock, Health and Social Care Coordinator.
Hi everyone, I'm Jade. I'm one of the Business Development Advisors within the Apprenticeship team.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm also one of the Business Development Advisors for the Apprenticeship team.
Reach your goals by doing something you love.
Service. Up your game and prove the doubters wrong.
Believe in yourself and achieve your potential.
The career you want is waiting for you.
The opportunities are here.
The expertise are here.
The support is here.
The inspiration is here.
Exits are located at the rear of the cabin and at the front of the cabin.
Grow.
Thrive.
Innovate. Succeed.
Wherever you want your story to take you.
It starts at Baird College.
Good afternoon. The traineeship programme at Baird College is a flexible training programme with work experience that has been designed in collaboration with local employers of all sizes. It will help you to prepare for your future careers. The programme will offer you an opportunity to gain work experience and provide you with work preparation training. It will also help you to improve some maths and English skills that you may need advice and assistance with. You'll be able to gain confidence, and we're here to help you take the first steps to secure a job and start your future careers. You're probably thinking to yourselves, how does this work? Well, you come into college for 16 weeks. You come into the college for the first 4 weeks and we talk to you about what you want to do, where is it you want to be, how are we going to support you. We grow your confidence and help you look at the right placement. We then invite employers to speak to you, to gain into interviews and trust with them. And we talk about how are you going to get that placement and actually what it is that you want to do. You come into college for 2.5 days where you'll be provided with lots of work preparation. You'll meet employers. We do some CV writing and interview training. We try and look at the specialisms that you want to continue with for your future. Your future is our goal, and we're here to ensure that you work correctly and that it's what you want to do. We work with vast organisations that can support you and maybe think we can offer you things that maybe you really didn't think you could do. But we speak to you, speak to the employer, and we tailor your placement to where you'd like to trial. So you have an introduction to the area, and what we hope is that you go forward to join our apprenticeship programme or actually gain a full-time position. It's a high quality experience in your placement, and the employer supports you along the way. We have a mentor that is able to help you with any problems that you've got while you're out in the big wild world of employment. We help you with your maths and English if you want some support along the way with that. And there's lots of things that we talk about just to make sure it's the right career that you want that is right for you. Here at Baird, we're here to design your programme that suits your individual needs and your future needs for your future career prospects. I'm now going to pass you on to Jade, who's from the Apprenticeship Department, to talk further. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for that, Debbie. So my role in the college is to ensure that the students understand what apprenticeships are available to them and working with local companies to gain that employment opportunities for our students. So the first question that we get asked a lot by our students is, what is an apprenticeship? Is it right for me? And how does it differ from the full-time courses? So in all essence, an apprenticeship combines both practical skills while training. You will be in a work placement and you will be the same as any other employee from the start off. How that's delivered may vary depending on what course that you choose. What that means is we offer some that are fully work-based, where you would be in the employment for the full 5 days a week, and you would have an assessor come out to site and do some training with you in that company. Other variations of courses, we do 1 day delivery in college. So you would come into college, in the full day you would do some maths and English if you needed, you would do some theory and some practical skills as well, all to gain that all-round qualification, along with the assessor coming out again to visit you in the company. So after that, most of our students say oh, that sounds like something I want to do, but what courses do you offer on an apprenticeship? We do offer a wide range of courses at the college, varying from hairdressing through to trade-based courses, through to health and social care and office genetics. We mainly follow a lot of courses that will fit most companies. We offer those from level 2 through to level 5, varied depending on what course it is that you're doing. For example, the level 3 electrical starts off straight in at level 3. It does take 3.5 years, but at the end of it, you are a fully qualified electrician. The full list of courses is available on our website under the apprenticeship section, in which you can send over an expression of interest, which then gets sent to myself and my colleague Sarah, who will then directly contact you to discuss further details in what your next steps are. Sarah's now going to speak about who's actually eligible to run an apprenticeship and how to gain that.
Thanks, Jade. So, yeah, my name's Sarah. I do the same role as Jade at the college. A lot of the time we get asked who can apply for an apprenticeship, how old do you have to be, and do you need any prior qualifications? The truth is, anybody of any age can do an apprenticeship. If you're 16 to 18, the course is fully funded. And if you're an adult learner 19 and over, there is a small fee involved to your employer. These fees vary and will be discussed at point of inquiry with your employer. As for prior qualifications, you don't require any prior qualifications, but we do expect you to reach a certain level within maths and English, and for some courses, IT. We will assess your levels on enrolment, and from those results determine as to whether you will need to complete functional skills. Functional skills are maths, English and IT qualifications that are the equivalent to GCSEs. So if you haven't done your GCSEs at school, you will complete these as part of your apprenticeship, and know that employers will recognise them when you're applying for jobs and you're putting them onto your CV. As you're employed, when you're doing an apprenticeship, we do get asked, well, will I get paid? The answer is yes, you do get paid. The minimum wage for apprentices at the moment is £4.15 per hour. You'll do a minimum of 30 hours a week, and that's including a college day if you're required to do it. Some courses you will be full-time in work, but a lot of the construction trades, beauty, hairdressing will require you to attend one day in college. You're also paid by your employer for this day. What you can know as well is that any benefits that employees receive within that company you're working for, you will be entitled to as well. And that includes holiday pay. I'm going to pass you back over to Jade, and she's going to give you some advice on how to find employment to complete an apprenticeship.
Thanks again, Sarah. So firstly, the most important part about finding the employment for your apprenticeship is having an up-to-date CV. Some of you may be watching this and thinking, I've only just left school, what have I got to put on a CV? That doesn't matter. Employers are looking for skills that you can use that transfer into the workplace. So for example, getting up, getting ready for school on time every day shows great timekeeping skills. If you are looking to apply for a painting and decorating apprenticeship, that time that you helped out painting your relative's kitchen or picking out new design for your bedroom, all of those can be used on your CV just to give examples of why you're passionate for that chosen area. This is again where mine and Sarah's job come into it, where we're quite happy if you're working on your CV and you're not too sure whether it's up to the right standards, you can always drop us over an email with it and we'll work with you on that to help you gain that vital employment. Another example is to find the employment is make sure that people know that that's what you're looking for. A lot of our previous students actually find and gain employment through family and friends. A lot of them do come to us and say, me dad's already going to take me on, me friend who's already working in the industry, they've got a position available, they're going to take me on. It does work. Alternatively, as well, there is the National Apprenticeship Service, which is a government-run website where all colleges and training providers, so you won't just find things from Hugh, Baird, it will be across the Across the country, all training providers can advertise on there, and you can register with them, so you can set up job alerts. So they will actually email you to say, there's a new vacancy being posted in Liverpool, would you like to apply? It's a great start to get set up with them now. Although there may not be vacancies live on there at the moment, with businesses going back to normal, there will be a lot more vacancies added onto there in the next coming week. So it's definitely a good head start to get registered with them already. If you are feeling like an apprenticeship might not be ready for you, and you feel like you might need a little bit more work experience, that again is where Debbie's traineeships, like she mentioned, comes in. And those, again, we cover those across all areas, so that could be an initial step. But again, you can contact us and we will go through that with you, what's best for you. Sarah's now going to talk about what happens at the end of the apprenticeship and if you will be qualified at the end of that as well.
Thanks, Jade. So yeah, what happens at the end of your course? So towards the end of your apprenticeship, your assessor will discuss possible progression routes for you. A lot of the apprenticeships start at level 2. So if you've completed your level 2, it may be that you want to go on to level 3. After the end of your level 3, that is when you'll be fully qualified in your chosen career. If you've completed the level 3 programme and you maybe want to take your career that one step further, we do run lots of higher level apprenticeships, level 4 and 5. And we also have a university centre as well. So there's lots of guidance and advice as to where you can go next and possible progression routes. We'd also offer your advice if you decided to go down the assessor route. So if you wanted yourself to be a qualified assessor after you've done your level 3 apprenticeship, we'd offer your advice and guidance on how to become qualified as an assessor as well. I'm just going to refer back to a case study of one of our apprentices and where he is now after completing an apprenticeship. So Connor Laverty was employed at Saab Car in Speak, which is a garage, and he completed his motor vehicle course with us. Whilst there, they decided to train him on all aspects of electronic cars, as that's where the industry will be going in the future. He's now fully employed there and will be their specialist when it comes to electronic cars. That's all we've got now for the time being, but we're happy to answer any questions that you may have on traineeships or apprenticeships. So we've had a question from Alan. Thanks for your question, Alan. He has asked that he is 35, can he still apply for an apprenticeship? As long as he is employed within the industry in which he wishes to apply for, the answer is yes. There is a contribution expected from your employer, Alan, but we would be quite willing to speak to your employer and discuss these fees. I hope that answers your question.
And I've got one for traineeships from Kane. What is the age range for the traineeship? To do a traineeship provision, it's 16 to 18. So you come to us straight from school. So age 16 to 18.
And there's a question here from Izzy. It's how many hours per week will I be working? So as a standard on apprenticeship, you would need to do 30 hours per week. If you do come into college, you are paid for those hours and they are included within that 30 hours. It can differ though, if you have childcare commitments or other commitments, we can work towards extending the programme length for you. But as an average, it is 30 hours.
And there's a question from Scott who's asked that he doesn't have any maths and English qualifications, GCSEs. Will that mean he can't do an apprenticeship? No, Scott, it doesn't. If you haven't got your maths and English qualifications, we assess what level of learning you're at with regards to those subjects, and you would complete maths and English functional skills alongside your apprenticeship.
And I've got a question from Rob. Rob asks what traineeship work placements are available and what companies do we work with. We work with lots of companies. Rob, they're all mainly the NHS, but we also work with private companies on the sector that you'll provisionally want to work in. What we look at is that sometimes when we say the NHS, you might be thinking of clinical. That doesn't necessarily mean clinical. We can do admin, we can do HR, we can do portering, we can do maintenance. maintenance. So there's lots of different aspects available in larger companies, and it can give you a taster of actually what you want to do. But we also work with lots of companies. So we work with you individually and support you best and get the company to match your skills.
I've got a question here. Do I need to be employed before enrolling onto an apprenticeship? In actual fact, yes, you would need to be employed before enrolling onto the apprenticeship. However, if you don't have that employment there already, that's what we're here to do. We're here to support with. We work with local companies that are looking for apprentices. You don't have to come to us with an employer already. We can support that with you. Like I mentioned, we support with CV writing if that's needed, and we also have a bank that we will keep your details for any vacancies that do come live. So you would need the employer before enrolling onto the apprenticeship, but if you don't have that and are interested in one, don't worry, you can contact myself and Sarah. Our contact details will be at the end as well. Send over an inquiry, and the inquiry line on the website as well is also live.
So we've had a question in from social media from Emma, who's asking who will work for the students who've got special educational needs or care plans in place. When we enrol, we will ask you to fill out an enrolment form where any support needs will be declared. We will then offer support and guidance with specialist staff who will be able to guide you through an apprenticeship. So yes, we do have the staff to support you through an apprenticeship.
And a question from Yasmin: how long does an apprenticeship take to complete? Well, the apprenticeship can take up to any amount of time. So the apprenticeship can take from 12 months to 18 months to 15 months to 24 months, depending on what it is and what subject area that you pick. Your traineeship provision, your programme lasts for 16 weeks. If you need further time on your placement, we work with the employer to be able to job match you, hopefully successfully, into an apprenticeship provision.
And another question with regards to best way to find an apprenticeship. As mentioned, there is a few routes going down to look for an apprenticeship. The National Apprenticeship Service is definitely a key website that we say to get registered on, as that will then send you those job alerts once those vacancies become live. The other thing is contacting myself and Sarah, mentioning about your inquiry, about what subject you're looking to go into, and then we can help as well on that front and working with our local community and companies to gain you that employment.
So I hope that's been of some help and guidance, and thank you for joining us today. Like Jade said, if you've got any questions, you can contact us through social media or via the college's website, email address, and we'll be happy to assist you with whatever we can.
Stay safe, and we hope to all see you soon. Thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.